Hello, welcome to today's session. The light is a little bit funny in here right now. I'm just very shiny on this side, but otherwise, hopefully, you'll be able to see and hear everything nice and clearly. Today, what we'll want is very simple, just a kettlebell if you have one. You can use a dumbbell, otherwise, if you don't, and otherwise, some floor space. So, we're going to be doing 3 stretches to begin with to open up our hips a little bit, especially at the back side, and then doing a shoulder exercise as well, just a simple mobility exercise that you can test yourself with. And then we'll be going into a short circuit of a couple of exercises that are high intensity but doable for most people. I'll show you a few different iterations of what you can do. To start with, we're going to go with the hips, and we're going to get into a simple 90-90 position, which means you're going to make a 90-degree angle with each of the legs on the back, putting one knee in front of the hip in front and one knee out to the side level with that hip, and then making a 90-degree angle with your lower and upper leg on each side. And from there, what you want to do is come forward, make sure the knees stay on the ground, and come down as low as you can, but you can stay up as high as you need to in order to be able to keep the knees on the ground and not feel any discomfort around hips, like a pinching sensation or anything like that. If you can go quite low, go for it. And you're going to try and push this bum back behind you to get a little bit more out of the stretch if you don't already feel it quite intensely. So push this leg behind you, so if you're trying to reach your bum to that wall, and then breathe in through the nose and out. As you breathe out, just try to let go of all tension in the body. And we're going to do 3 more breaths in this position. Whenever you're holding a static pose, you might feel like you can go deeper as time goes on, and I encourage that. So see the things actually start to ease out and feel a bit easier to go further if you aren't already the furthest in that pose. So the next stage is we're going to put our hands behind us, rest them on the ground. A lot of people, some people just have to go to here, but if you can, we're trying to rotate our body so that we're turned towards the back foot now, while still keeping these knees on the ground. We shouldn't feel any pinching sensations again. If you do, you need to come upright a little bit more to put less of a stretch on. But otherwise, go as far back as you feel comfortable. Push the knees into the ground, twist, and breathe in 3 times in this position. You can breathe in or out through the mouth or the nose. And just to make it quite obvious of how the breath is coming out, to make it feel really relaxed and like I'm not trying to control the pace of it and just letting it go. But as you get used to that, you can breathe out through the nose as well, which is going to be a little bit more beneficial. And then we're going to swap which legs in front. So I'm going to put my left leg in front, leg behind. I'm going to repeat the positions. So I'm going to lean forward first for 3 breaths, nice and slow. And then I'm going to lean back. Remember to push that leg back behind you, reach the butt cheek to the wall behind you as you hold the position. And then we're going to lean back. Rotate, look at that back leg. And 3 breaths. For the next exercise, we're going to lie on our backs on the ground. So pop this mat up, get a bit more comfortable. And this stretch you can change based on how comfortable you are, how flexible you are. We're going to put our foot on the opposite knee, or just above the opposite knee, and then we're going to pull up. From the starting position is grabbing through your legs, put one hand through the legs and then the other on the outside, and just pull the thigh in towards your tummy. The second position will be you straighten that leg up at the same time. And then the third position changes where your hands are. So you actually pull from the calf. And you try and pull your leg as close to your head in this instance as you like, or as you can. And then we'll do 3 breaths in this position again. I like to use the exhale to see, can I get a little bit further on the stretch? So inhale, you fill up, exhale, things can kind of relax and come into the stretch a bit more. So the other side for 3 breaths as well. Some people will curl up, like they'll lift their head up as well in that position. I don't really mind. You're just going to stretch the spine and back out some more. If you do, just make sure you don't feel like you're actually pulling with your neck, or you feel a particular strain that is beyond a stretch that's like 6 or 7 out of 10 maybe. So last thing is going to be our floor slides. So this is to check that you have good range overhead, and we're not going to be doing directly going overhead with any exercises today, but it is something good for you to check in with yourself and try and work on if it's not great. So simple version first is on the floor. We're going to put our hands up overhead like we're being arrested, and then we're going to slide the hands up as high as you can. Try and keep the hands on the floor and keep the back on the floor as well. So we want to feel like this doesn't change as our hands move up. It can help to keep the ribs down and to prevent them from sticking up. You can breathe out, and just breathe out as you reach the hands up. And we'll go for 5 of these, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're really struggling with that, if you have a foam roller, you can use this to help you by placing it underneath the hands. Just do one hand at a time, and you just roll the foam roller up straight overhead. So that way your shoulders don't have to go as far into flexion this way. So it has a bit of a chance of actually getting to a fully straight elbow. So that's the goal. Okay, so now we're going to go into our kind of a descending ladder workout. We're going to be doing kettlebell swings. You can also use a dumbbell for this. You just hold it at the plate end and have it in a vertical position. Or you can do deadlifts. So if you haven't got experience with swings, I'm not really going to go through it today, but you might like to watch a video of where, well, there are so many online, and there's some on my channel as well. But you can just kind of learn after this and then go for it. But simply put, and you stand back tall in between. So therefore, if you're just doing a deadlift, you're going to get a lot of the same benefits, especially if you're going for speed on the way up. So we're going to do 10 swings. So between the legs, going forward. No need to pull high. We're not doing a high pull. Although if you really want to, if you're experienced with that, feel free. But after we do 10 swings, we're going to walk out. After we do 10 swings, we're going to walk out in inchworm. We're going to do shoulder taps. So you're going to just push the ground away, tap the opposite shoulder. Try not to lose position with your hips. So try not to turn out like this. So we're trying to stay square to the floor. Then we're going to walk back. The The hands, pick your kettlebell up, go again. So we do this for 5 rounds, basically without stopping. So you'll do 10 swings, in to arm out, 10 taps, so that's 5 each arm. Come back in, 10 swings. Then we'll go out and we'll do 8 taps, so 4 each arm, 10 swings. Then we're going to do 6, 10 swings, 4, and we finish on 2. So we're trying to do this continuous, and if the big thing is to not overdo it. If you've never done a workout, just take it easy and try not to get above like an 80% effort level. And then if you want to switch weights in between, if you have a couple of options, then have them nearby so that you can go up or down depending on how you're feeling. And then you could also switch from swings to deadlifts, or you can slow down and just do 5 swings or deadlifts. So it's really adaptable to where you're at now. Don't feel like you have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. So, if you have water nearby as well, might as well, just in case you need to take a sip, pop mine here, and then we're going to get going. So, I like to start my kettlebell swings the way out in front, on the ground, and then pull it back and up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And walk it back. If you're having wrist problems, by the way, with this, the easiest adaptation is to go up against a wall instead. Crawl up the wall, come back down, and just do your shoulder taps there. It should put way less strain on the wrist. So, swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And walk back. Swings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 1, 2, going for 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, back, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. 1 and 2. Back in, that's finished. Last set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. We're done. So I said I'd keep today's workout quite short and simple because it's something you can back to and adapt yourselves, but I know the quality of the stream is still a test for me at the minute. I want to create something super long that doesn't necessarily work very well for you to follow, but hopefully those kind of simple moves and the instructions with it are easy for you to adapt for your home setting and to work on week to week for as however long you want. You can throw it in the mix. People often say they just don't have time for a good workout, but this is very short, very simple and very effective. Any questions, just let me know.